Press
drama.
4 to return to the main menu.
Any questions?
For comedy, press 5. Like, Liv, I love Lord of the Rings. Inventing the Abbots, not so much. Welcome to Movie Phone's Unscripted. I'm Edward Norton. I'm here with Liv Tyler and our amazing director, Louis Leterrier.
Liv Tyler.
To talk about our film, The Incredible Hulk. We're going to ask each other some of your questions and then some of our own.
Mark in Columbus, Ohio. I believe the Hulk hates Bruce Banner just as much, if not more, than Bruce hates the Hulk. Is this dynamic explored in the movie?
Very much so, Liv.
That
and
you
thank
directed.
you for asking. Yes. No, yeah, absolutely. And we actually start the movie with a scene where we understand that although Bruce hates Hulk and Hulk hates Bruce, and they know that they coexist within this same kind of body, at least same mind, twisted mind. They help each other. Like, Hulk will save Bruce's life in a way in the beginning of our movie, and that's the base of our movie. Louis to Liv from Aaron in Boston, Massachusetts. What kind of creature would you transform into if you got really, really mad?
Oh my God, I don't know. I have no idea.
Oh yeah, you know.
What do you think? What would I like to
even
turn
think I've
into if
ever-
I got really, really mad? I actually
Yeah.
don't get angry that much.
I was
need
just
to get
going to
angry
say,
more
how many
often.
times have you ever seen Liv get mad?
I got mad at you I snapped at you that one time from out of the weird Sikorsky
really
window,
funny.
and I was like, "Excuse me, Edward." What did I say? I don't remember. You remember?
Yeah, well, I cannot.
And then it turned out she didn't have her contacts in and it wasn't me.
It was just about an eyeline, I was putting poor
Oh, that's right.
Yeah, it was like putting poor Edward on a ladder just to give Liv an eyeline, and poor Liv in a helicopter that was moving on a gimbal like this, and they
for a
couldn't hear
week.
they couldn't hear each
Oh,
other.
that's right, I couldn't
and then
hear
you
you.
said something, and you couldn't understand. I was like, "What did you say? What is it?" That guy's just calm down. It's cool. It's fine.
Ding,
so
ding,
yeah,
ding, ding, ding.
so you're not a very fierce creature because that
No,
was
it's
really
probably
easy.
the one thing I need to get angry more often.
Yeah,
I need to
that'd be
beat a
nice.
couch
That would
up
be
with a
nice.
bat or something.
You have anger management issues,
I
as
might.
in you don't have any, and you
Yes,
need to
exactly.
develop some.
He's so passive aggressive. That's really
Maybe I need those.
Yeah, the hog gloves.
That's all I need. I don't need to
Exactly.
turn into a creature,
Yeah,
but I could
let's-
just put these on
these
and
on.
kick some butt.
This was how we resolved script issues.
Do you prepare differently for a comic book character than you would for a more serious role?
I guess I would say that there's a little less invention
Or yeah,
in the sense that you're trying to do justice to something
Or it's-
that is already, to a character that has, certain defined qualities that that a lot of people already have a relationship to. I mean, it may sound silly, but like when someone like Bill Bixby, who's a really terrific actor, has played the part in the past, and you know that not only other people, but you yourself had a relationship to that, in a funny way, I did find that I thought, well, what was it? Forget like Lou Ferrigno and the green paint. What was it that people liked about him?
Right.
What you try to find like the kernel at the heart of it, that like what's the quality of the character that I identified with, and so you carry that through, but then put your own spin on it. That's a little bit different.
Yeah.
I've never done anything like that before.
I have an unscripted. Edward is, not a lot of people know this, but a pilot as well, right? And you have a plane. And while we were shooting, well, when you make a movie, there's certain things as an actor that you're not supposed to do because of insurance.
Ride a bicycle.
Like ski or jump out of an airplane. It's all sort of
The
really funny
bobsled,
things.
yeah.
Or fly an airplane. Not many people fly airplanes. But Louis and I thought of a really funny one to ask Edward, which was, how many times did you actually fly your plane while we
During the
were shooting
shoot.
the Hulk?
This is one of those questions that could actually get a person in trouble.
Is it?
Listen, you're like
It was
one
his
piece.
idea.
It's not.
Yeah, I couldn't count.
Yeah.
But what
Is
tell
it
us
in
about
the
your plane? You have a
2
really
digits
special
or 3
little...
digits?
Definitely two, if even that. Well, there was Bill Hurt is a pilot as well, and a good one. Let's see. Well, you know, the problem was that there was we filmed this in Toronto, and the stages are right down there on the lake.
Yeah.
And there's a wonderful little airport, like less than literally 40 seconds from. I mean, you could practically walk from where we were shooting to this fantastic little island airport that they have at Toronto. So I like to go and watch the planes take off and land and live. What was it like acting against a giant green monster that wasn't really there? We sort of talked about that a little bit, but you definitely had the biggest burden of performing substantive, you know, emotional stuff with something that wasn't there.
I'm having a mic issue over here. What? Yeah, it's a really. I had luckily had a little experience from working on The Lord of the Rings, of just a lot of that kind of stuff, of acting with, you know, like when it was Elijah, it was actually a little guy named Kieran, and there was all these different sort of techniques that we had worked through. So I had gotten used to that, and I think it's hard because there's scenes where we did plates where I would act. Well, there's a guy who had a backpack with a cross on it with golf balls, and that would be like the reference for the head and the width of the shoulders.
Height and width, right.
And I had asked them to make a head for me of the Hulk with, you know, even I thought maybe a soft styrofoam head, and they made this amazing huge head, but it weighed like 1 million pounds.
It was impossible to.
And the guy, Terry, couldn't actually always move, but it was so funny because he would make the noises for me. He'd be like,
"But he had this high-pitched voice, so he was going,
well, you had, and then Louis had a sampler with all the different Hulk sounds, like Sweet Hulk, like my favorite, which was like the Ewoks. What was it like?
Yeah. It sounded like the
But I couldn't do it all. It was tough. Remember one day when we did the grotto? It was really cool. It was to name drop a little bit. It was kind of funny because it was me on the mic doing the roar and everything, and Reza from the Wu-Tang Clan playing the sampler, and he got really excited because he came to visit us, and he was like, and I was going doing this. It's really
and I had no idea. I'm like in the rain,
and she was like,
miserable. Like.
You can catch that on the Wu-Tang's new record. It's coming out soon.
Edward, we had these trailers, beautiful trailers, and you always came to my trailer to eat the chocolate and the candy of my trailer because you were on this Bruce Banner diet, which is, you know, the slimmest. Did you have other candy at your place? I mean, were you like cheating and eating a little bit of
that's
candy?
why I came to your trailer.
He would come and raid my little basket, which I never touched from the beginning.
Because I'm a sugar addict, and you're supposed to say,
Talk
to the
"Hi,
camera,
Edward."
like, "Hi,
You
Edward."
did so good.
And then, "Hi, I'm Edward. I'm a sugar addict." You go,
Hi, Edward.
Hi, Edward.
And I and my trainer was
Trish.
often in my trailer, Dr. Dean, and she
It's insane.
and she I could always use the excuse of script
I've gotta go.
notes, you know, schedule,
Gotta go talk to
whatever.
Louis
I gotta go
about
talk to
something, and he's
Louis.
like-
I used to have, I don't know, like those chocolate-covered raisins, which I don't like. I don't know where I had it. Maybe you ordered them. And Edward used to come and grab like handfuls of raisins, shove them in his face.
His body was insane. He worked really
That
hard
was insane.
every day.
Your body's
Your body
insane.
looked-
And on camera, I mean, you know, we all
he
know
was
that.
very slim and
Camera-
very
They
tough.
cut out all the best stuff, but think Bruce Lee with a slightly waspier visage.
There was actually a moment where I was like, wait a minute, we can't do this love scene because like your body looks so much more beautiful than mine, guys.
I often get compared to Liv Tyler's body.
All right. Thank you very much. Thank you to Liv Tyler and to Edward Norton. And thank you to Moviefone. Thank you guys for sending in your questions. Hopefully we answered them, you know, in a semi-serious way. And make sure to check out our movie, The Incredible Hulk. It comes out on June 13th. And hopefully we'll see you very soon. Yeah.
Tell us what you think.
Tell us what you think. Actually, yeah, it's very good. You AOL people. Tell
Or
us
else
what
I'll
you
turn
think.
into a crazy creature and
She'll
come
turn
and beat you up.
What? Yeah. All right. Thank you very much. See you soon.
Liv will get angry and kiss you.
Just kiss you with a big mouth. All right, thanks.
Thank you to Liv and Louie and Edward. Thank you to Moviefone and to you for watching and sending in your questions.
You do it now because you're better.
No.
Yeah!